Before taking this class, I had a sad familiarity with the greatness that is Bill Murray. I only knew him from well-known films such as Caddyshack and Groundhog's Day. Now, after having been exposed to a film like Broken Flowers, I understand what Bill Murray is truly capable of. He plays a melancholy, downtrodden character of Don Johnston excellently, and conveys more with his sad eyes than many actors can convey with their entire performance. Broken Flowers is a movie about an apathetic, seemingly lonely man who receives a mysterious letter from a former lover. The contents of the letter explain that he has actually been a father for about 2 decades. The letter warns that his son left on a mission to find him. Unfortunately for him, the origin of the letter is unknown. He reluctantly decides to seek out a handful of former lovers to uncover the mystery of who might be the mother of his son. Throughout the film, it is clear that Johnston does not know what he is doing, but as the narrative continues, you get the idea that this mission might be the sense of purpose that he truly needed. One of the most apparent themes of this movie is the use of familiar imagery. Certain sequences and symbols appear frequently throughout this film, but in the gentle way that you would expect Jim Jarmusch to deliver them. With every visit Johnston pays a former lover, he wields a large bouquet of flowers that do not match his solemn demeanor. There is also a general theme of women being pretty comfortable with him. You get the sense that he left a pretty big impact on all of these former lovers. And then, of course, there's the most blatant visual repetition of the color pink. Pink was the color of the mysterious letter that he got, so with every pink item he sees in the houses of the former lovers, he becomes suspicious that they could be the mother of his son. This film had a very structured narrative. It followed a traditional method of storytelling, making it easier to dissect certain parts of the movie. Joseph Campbell's 17 stages of the heroic journey aligned very well with the narrative of this film, and I want to talk about a specific step. That specific step is the second one of the hero's journey, and it's called the refusal to a call. It's summarized as, often when a call is given, the future hero refuses to heed it. It may be from a sense of duty or obligation, fear, insecurity, or a sense of inadequacy. This step shows itself in the movie when Johnston initially decided not to react to the contents of the letter. Jarmusch does this sequence in a very gripping way. From the very first scene of the movie, you're invested in the letter because it is the first thing on screen. Then you get to watch this letter go through all the various stages of mail sorting and eventually end up on Johnston's doorstep. Jarmusch already has the audience invested in the nature of how this letter will impact the story. When the letter finally finds its way to Johnston, he skims the contents and sets it back down. It was a brilliant way to build up a key plot element, only to have the main character reject it. Throughout the rest of the film, the story follows the typical hero's journey narrative, with Johnston as the flawed protagonist. When this technique is done well, it makes for a brilliant movie because of how invested you become with the story of the main character. Broken Flowers achieved this excellence, and it was a fantastic film. For my sources, I have the movie Broken Flowers, directed and written by Jim Jarmusch. I also have a WordPress website. That's where I pulled the step of Campbell's Monmouth. And then the final source is Looking at Movies by Richard Barsons and Dave Monahan.